In the Zarya Control Module, the International Space Station is underway. The Proton building up thrust, good roll and pitch program according to flight controllers. The first component of the International Space Station heading toward orbit.
Houston Endeavour, we have capture of Zarya.
The hatch now coming open to Unity. Cabana and Sergei Krikalev enter the module.
If you got live coverage, look at the volume Sergei is floating around in. We are so pleased and excited and proud to be a part of the team that made this happen. And our special thanks to all the ISS folks, all their hard work. We remember when Unity was just an aluminum shell, and it is a truly fine piece of hardware. And just thanks to everybody in the space station program for all their hard work.
We have contact confirmed. Capture is confirmed. Zvezda now firmly attached to the International Space Station.
Alan, here you can see us deploying the boom after the APFR didn't work out. We had a lot of good handholds there, and I just felt that we could do this free float. And it was just a matter of keeping it under control and going slowly, and as you can see, it worked out pretty well.
Four, three, two, one. We have ignition. We have ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the Soyuz rocket, beginning the first expedition to the International Space Station and setting the stage for permanent human presence in space.
Okay. We have contact. We confirm contact.
We have initial contact of the Soyuz capsule with the Expedition 1 crew to the International Space Station. Contact occurring exactly 21 minutes after the hour.
Okay, guys, move to 5.
Let's look upon this as the real opening of the international space frontier, not just for a country, but for Russia, America, Europe, Japan, Canada, and all that are to follow.
Endeavour arriving
1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis with Destiny.
About a little over 30 feet, hatch to hatch, and it's full of bays for racks. We have 6 areas here. We're going to put experiment racks in. And forward, you'll see the hatch where the shuttles will be docking in the future when they come to visit Alpha.
Ready?
Ready. 2 inches.
Houston ISS, we have capture light.
And here's Jim single-handedly extracting a rack from the MPLM overhead.
We pass to your care Alpha's log with the hope that many successful entries here are recorded, that explorations are prodigious and discoveries wondrous.
What a beautiful piece of hardware.
It sure is, we agree. It's a shame Chris can't do this with the shuttle arm.
Well, you gotta have the big arm for that.
Now you can see the new Soyuz moving in. A unique view of 2 Soyuzes at the International Outpost, 2 of 3 Russian vehicles now at the International Complex with an unmanned Progress resupply vehicle docked to the aft docking port of the Zvezda module. And there is contact and capture.
This is the maneuver that I was supposed to say, yeehaw! So consider it said.
Here we can see the 3 sets of panels. Each of them will extend 75 feet long when at its fullest length.
Alpha Endeavour, thanks to the great Canadian hardware, we're now in position and you have a go for P1 grapple.
Okay, great.
A good view showing the 2 spacewalkers at the end of the 45-foot-long, 14-ton Port 1 truss segment of the International Space Station.
Endeavour departing.
Well, after 5.5 months, we had a great time, but it was our turn to go home and turn the station over to somebody else. And that handover began with the arrival of the Expedition 7 crew. They came up with Soyuz TMA-2. We opened the hatch, and the handover began.